Hello everybody, this is Gil Buddy from Fishing and Cooking with Gil Buddy, my YouTube channel. Here's a quick safety tip. Being a retired police officer, you never take that jacket off. I'm at the ATM right now. Hey YouTube, little footnote, I had already filmed this safety tip, safety at the ATM video, and a couple of hours ago the Austin police held a news conference, and it showcased a recent homicide involving a local auto sales business where two suspects showed up to steal a car. There was still an employee inside, and he had a concealed carry permit. Apparently, once it was obvious that there was a situation, the employee chose, and it is a choice. As I mentioned in the tutorial about safety at the ATM, you make a choice when you arm yourself as a civilian or a retired police officer to engage and hope and pray for the best, or choose to be a witness, a good witness, keep your weapon where it is, cooperate, and be a visual, try to take a visual picture that you record to notes immediately following the incident. In this case, tragically, this employee made his weapon ready, and therein, between the employee and the suspects, engaged in a gunfight. One of the suspects was wounded, apprehended, along with the second unwounded suspect. Sadly. And just to pass on some helpful wisdom, when you pull up to the ATM, park your car with your windows up. Here's the ATM machine right here. Scan the area, look behind you, make sure your door is locked, all right? Get your card out, get everything you need to do to be mentally prepared. Like any other honorably retired, sustained years in police service or current police officer, we receive a high degree of technical training to be proficient, to channel through role play our response to physiological fear, to act by mentally planning, using self-talk, rehearse. I'm very proud to have a very high degree of technical training repetitively over the years of my 25-year career that include a designation from the Federal Law Enforcement Training Academy in Glencoe, Georgia. And just because you retire is no excuse to forget about all the knowledge, whatever career field you're from, to put to use to do your transaction. If you carry like I do, go ahead and unholster your weapon. Being a retired cop has the skills in my cranium that are a part of my subconscious mind. Therefore, my choice to carry is because I don't want to have to worry about being completely vulnerable when someone who I incarcerated 20, 25, 10, 15 years that I caused through my service to the public to be incarcerated. I don't want them to walk up to me around a corner and me be defenseless. This is the reason police officers are legally capable of registering themselves, qualifying periodically, proving their mental stability, and being honorably retired, armed, before I open the window and expose myself to any vulnerability. So I'm here doing my business. I've got my weapon on the ready. I can pull ahead if there's a threat, get out of the kill zone, save myself, try to weapon up and take appropriate action to save my life. If I can just get away, losing a little bit of money, being safe, I'm just gonna get away. I'll be a good witness rather than a victim when all I wanted to do was get some cash. Live in the real. Be willing to do what you can in our current society to protect yourself. It is a choice. There are folks that I know that in no way would ever even contemplate touching a weapon. I respect that with all my heart. I respect them for their choice, more than I do those who challenge themselves with putting a weapon in their hand and falling victim to the very weapon they spent their own hard money purchasing, only to have it malfunction and become a fishing weight, or being taken away from them and used on them, or being stolen from their car, or where most people carelessly keep guns for a child to blow his head off, or to be used to commit a heinous murder like the one I told you about in today's news conference here in Austin, Texas. Really sorry to hear about that employee. That being said, get your transaction done, have your weapon ready, get done with your transaction, pull your money, pull your receipt, get your card, immediately roll your window up, make sure that your window is resecured, scan again, and then holster your weapon, go and enjoy the rest of your day. This is something to think about, but it can only work if you mentally repair. Totally did not mean to say mentally repair. Preparedness, mentally prepare. Correction. Role play. That way your mind is you're training your mind to understand the situation in this day and age. And it'll get you through a situation like this where a threat could be around every corner. Not to be some type of paranoia fanatic, but if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. This was a safety tip from your buddy Gil Buddy, from Fishing and Cooking with Gil Buddy. All kinds of tips and helpful tutorials and quick videos to make the world a better place. And by the way, I'm going to shout out today to the Pegasus Ranch. It's outside of San Antonio. One of my transplant brothers, we were transplanted. We both received bilateral lung transplants within 3 months of each other. Bilateral lung transplant saved my life. And I have someone to relate to who understands everything I've been going through. And that's you, Johnny. And we've been a bond of brothers. Our wives are like sisters now. Johnny and Susie Gurfers, I'm shouting out to you. Johnny manages this ranch. He got right back to work once he was well enough. And we've got a thing about Pegasus. It reminds me of the oil company. So Johnny, I'm shouting out to you, representing the ranch you work for. It is a private ranch, but more than that, it came from one of my transplant brothers that I'm closest to. Just thanking Johnny for his friendship, and we bond together because we both have common experiences that no one else can relate to. The medication, the side effects, you're well, you're sick, you're in the hospital, you're out of the hospital. So shout out to you again, Johnny, my transplant brother in San Antonio. Okay, I got to end on a positive note. Take care of you. I'm going to take care of me. Together, we can all take care of each other. So have a great rest of the night, and we'll talk to you soon. Come see me on YouTube, Gil Buddy. Actually, Fishing and Cooking with Gil Buddy on YouTube. Subscribe, like, and I'm going to hit all kinds of topics. This topic here was about personal safety. Protect yourself even when you're at the ATM. Peace, everybody. To embrace philanthropy. Have a great Sunday. Thank you, Lord.